What's up, my Scorpios, and welcome back to Cards for Hire. So my Scorpios, first and foremost, I have my windows open and it is raining very heavily. The tornadoes sirens or warnings have been going off as well, so I think I might keep this audio as is. If not, I'm going to alter it ever so slightly. Okay, something about an offer could be significant. I'm picking up on the energy. I've been hearing this song since yesterday. I'm doing Scorpio and Gemini today, and I shuffled the two cards, and before I even finished with my shuffle, because I was doing it blindfolded with my eyes closed, that could be significant. Something that is hidden that is coming to light. This could be a feeling, this could be an emotion. There's also something significant about a cleanse, and Scorpios, you guys are the epitome of transformation. In order to transform, you have to release the old and accept the new. So something about a cleansing, somebody could have been crying very heavily, or it could just be a very rainy season within your relationship, because this song is definitely indicative of a relationship that I was hearing. Music Soul Child and Mary J. Blige, if you leave, then baby I'll leave. I'll let it go, girl, it's over. But before we say goodbye, let's give it a try. If you leave, then baby I'll leave. I shuffled two decks. King of Cups and the Queen of Cups came out. Now when the Queen of Cups came out, she was bent. So if I'm speaking to my feminines, somebody has been bending over backwards. Now Scorpio itself is a feminine energy. Very introverted, very creative, very intuitive, and things of that nature. Yes, and then we also have divine feminine at the bottom. Something about legalities could be very significant. Somebody could have won a court case, because we also have achievement. Somebody could be obsessed with achievement as well, because we have entity attachment. Okay, thank you, God. So I'm seeing Scorpio right here, and score, minus the E, of course, is really speaking to me. Somebody could be keeping score, keeping tabs on a situation, on who wins, who loses. Somebody could be more so enwrapped or enthralled in the need to win. When in a relationship, nobody wins if one person loses. So somebody may be getting ready to let go of a relationship, or at the very least let go of the energy of a relationship. So a cycle may be changing. The relationship in its entirety could be changing and transforming for the better. I'll let it go, girl, it's over. But before we say goodbye, let's give it a try. Let's try again in a different way, in a better way. Scorpios, I love this for y'all. Okay, before we get started, before we eat, y'all know we gotta pray. Divine, I thank you in advance. I ask for clarity, protection, as well as progression and connection. I extend my gratitude and ask that my angels and guides protect Scorpio and I on this vibe. Something is significant about pie, a piece of the pie. Somebody might not be the best sharer. Somebody might not want to share. This could be by way of items, food, or even information about themselves. Now, Scorpios, you guys are very intense. You're known to be intense. You feel things intensely. Your conversations are intense. You can observe someone and see them for who they are past what they show superficially. I heard very involved. Okay. So there could be a barrier that you could be dealing with another Scorpio or another water sign, but it's something significant about a barrier being placed in the middle of this relationship. We can't go any farther until you let me in. Scorpios, this could be you not allowing someone to let you in. I saw a video the other day and she was like, I'm about to, what'd she say? Pretty much target all the zodiac signs. And she was like, Scorpios, nobody's coming after you. Nobody's coming after you. Somebody could be getting sick, because that sounded like I have phlegm and I'm not sick. Okay? All right, somebody could be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay. Scorpios, Lord, Divine, what is this? Nice guy. You could be seeing past someone's nice guy persona. But this is the thing. Nobody's perfect. So if somebody is If somebody wishes to be perceived as a nice guy when we all have flaws, we all have darkness, then that's a flaw. There's an issue with that. What exactly are you hiding? Because if it's something small, why the hell are you hiding it? But it could be big for this person. Somebody could really stray or shy away from the emotion of shame. You know, some people can feel shame and it's like, okay, that sucked, but I'm going to keep going. But some people really shy away from being shamed. And so they will do everything, whether it's dismissing your energy, your emotions, your confusion, your concerns, just to avoid a level of shame. Pathway and the healer. Okay, so there is a path to healing, or someone is trying to keep the pathway to you. The healer. Confirmation. Okay, thank you, Lord. Confirmation. Somebody's trying to keep the pathway to you clear and free of obstructions. Before we say goodbye, let's give it a try. If you leave, then baby, I'll leave. If you give up, I'll give up. But I really don't want to. If there's an opportunity to fix this or to stay, I will stay. But it's also giving me the energy of, shoot, if you done with it, I'm done with it. Destruction. Did I not say that I've been hearing tornado sirens? And it wasn't raining earlier. It did look as if it was going to rain, but that was hours ago. I'm sitting here waiting for the dang on rain to come. Somebody could be waiting for the change to come. Ring a ding 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 a. What the hell? Somebody could be Indian. Confirmation. Somebody's Indian. Okay. Somebody could be studying. I don't know the proper languages for Indians. And when I say Indians, I mean India, not the natives. Okay. Somebody could feel like whatever they say goes in one ear and out the other. So it sounds like ding a ding a ding a ding a ding. Oh yeah, I'm hungry. What? Jesus. Okay. Situation, please. Actually, what's the masculines? Actually, I don't know if it's a mask. It could be masculine energy, of course, or feminine energy, but it could be two women. It could be two men. It could be people that do not identify as a gender. Okay. How do I want to do this? Okay. Queen of Wands. All right. What's the situation? I'm going to do it like that. I'm hearing, slow down, I just want to get to know you, but don't turn around, because that pretty round thing is good to me. Somebody don't like to be in the hot seat. This is interesting. You could be watching for a Scorpio. They don't like to be in the hot seat. As much intensity as a Scorpio can provide, they don't like when that intensity is turned towards them. They like, wait. Look, the Chariot. If you leave, then baby, I'll leave. If we can progress, then let's progress. I'm hearing hard times. I'm hearing a lot. Hard times. Gonna let you out so hard that you can cry. Hearing more hard times. The Empress. Now, the Chariot is being led by the Emperor. So this is definitely relationship, and it definitely feels like you guys are on the same page, but you're still missing each other. There could be a lot of miscommunication, a lot of misinformation. You're missing each other, okay? You looking high, they looking low. They looking high, you looking low. Keep missing each other. Somebody could also be extremely feminine, and it might not align with their vessel. So there could be a man that's extremely feminine or a woman that's extremely masculine. And I say that, look, the Two of Swords. Confirmation on my phone. Somebody just called. The Empress. Oh, I say the Empress because her earring is standing out to me. So this could be a man who wears earrings, like the little dangly ones. I actually kind of like that look, personally. But this ain't about me. Two of Swords. Yes, somebody's confused. The energies could be mixing and meshing, especially when you think about a man being in a feminine energy and a woman being in a masculine energy. It happens. Sometimes the divine feminine is a man who is hetero. Sometimes the divine masculine is a woman who is hetero. Does that make sense? Energy. Tarot is just energy. We can all pick up, we can all be in these energies regardless of your gender or what it is that you identify as. And I keep saying somebody could identify as something other than what they are perceived to be. Somebody might not be that nice of a guy and they don't want you to see that. But it could honestly be them authentically. Somebody is not as cut and dry or as dapper or clean cut as they want to be perceived as they are portraying themselves to be. Somebody's name could start with a P. Patrick, Peter, Paul, Paulie. Somebody could be Italian. What's my Scorpio's energy? Somebody could also watch, I don't know what it's called, but it's I don't know what it's called, but it's a dance that the Indians do, and they be very like, I don't know what it's called. It's beautiful though. The Fool. You willing to take the risk? You willing to take the risk, or you willing to leap off into Never Never Land? Alice could be significant. Alice in Wonderland could be significant. Somebody's been feeling lost, especially with that Two of Swords. That's confusion. That's, I don't know which way to go. Somebody's indecisive. Somebody could be struggling with identity right now, with their self-identity. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Somebody could be reaping karma from lack of reciprocity. Or somebody wants to end the cycle of lack of reciprocity. This is you, Scorpios. Egyptians could be significant, or the hieroglyphics could be significant. The Sphinx could be significant. Isn't a Sphinx a type of cat breed? Somebody could like cats. Okay. Something about the nighttime sky, the stars. Somebody could like to go outside and look at the stars, whether they have a telescope or not. A parking lot could be significant. Somebody could like to watch the stars from their parking lot in a car. The Hermit. Didn't I say stars? The stars right there. Somebody could want to hide a star away from the world, want to keep you entrapped or bound in some way, shape, or form. The Hermit. Somebody wants to isolate somebody, possibly. Or somebody could be feeling isolated. What's my Scorpio's energy? I almost said Aries just then. So an Aries could be significant. Advice, please. That's too many. Five of Swords. Somebody's betraying. Somebody's been in that betrayal-like energy. There could also be some gossip surrounding this situation, this issue, this scenario. Somebody could be talking about your partner. Ten of Wands. This is burdens. You gonna release those burdens, or you gonna keep holding them? I heard a means to an end. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Juggling. Somebody could be juggling someone. Hello, that's entirely too minty. Somebody could be juggling a relationship. Four of Wands is why I say that. The Star in reverse. Something is not illuminated, or someone is losing hope. Judgment in reverse. I'm gonna put that back. Somebody's misjudging a situation, possibly a person or a partner. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's losing something. Somebody's losing money, losing a family, losing their abundance in some way, shape, or form. This is a loss. Somebody could be feeling forced to let something go. Page of Wands, Page of Cups. There's a need to learn the best way to communicate. And these are both starters. Consider it a starter pack. Page of Swords is learning something new. This could also be for your viewing pleasure, like a stalker type of energy or a watching type of energy. And the Page of Cups is new communication, new ways of communicating, new creativity, new imagination. New ways of communication. Somebody needs to study or should look into the various love languages. Yeah, There are different ways to love, and there are different ways that people receive love. Sometimes the way that you give love is not the way that you want to receive love. You could love to give gifts, but you like quality time. You could love to receive gifts, but you like to give affirmations, you know? Ace of Swords. Study those love languages, ladies and gents. And the in-between, all right? Somebody could be in between jobs, or in between houses, in between relationships. Hello? What'd you say? All right. Then baby, I'll leave. I'll let it go, girl. It's over. Somebody also feels like they're a know-it-all because I'm hearing Mary J. Blige. I think you're so arrogant that you think you're so much better, baby, that I think it ain't healthy for me to judge you by your flaws, and that's why we did just see Judgment in reverse. Healthy. Somebody's taking accountability for their hand in this situation. That's interesting. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's taking accountability for their hand in the demise, 10 of Pentacles, of the demise of this relationship, or the collapse of a foundation. Yeah, somebody could also be attempting to move things forward by way of putting more into the situation, because this is advice, 10 of Pentacles. If you don't let down the burdens, if you don't release the burdens, release the things that happened, because it's hard to continue to move forward in a relationship when you've forgiven, but you won't let it go. On the flip side, if you have done something to hurt your partner, you should assist them in the healing process. Don't just sit back and wonder, when you gonna heal? When you gonna get over that? No. You've been the perpetrator. You don't get to decide when the victim is over the healing. If someone comes and busts you in the kneecap and you're not done healing when they say you should be done healing, that makes no sense. Knock it off. You guys got a kingdom to think about. Ain't no more me. It's a we or an us. La familia, okay? And focus on you and I. If you believe, God, you cut it up today. You cut it up. I hugs with it. Shady. Why am I saying... What is that old movie, dude with a belt and a ponytail? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Look, 6 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, and the Emperor. The Emperor is clarifying the Empress. I said y'all got a kingdom to focus on. Ain't no room for you being selfish. You're going to have to sacrifice both ends. Y'all always got me fussing. Okay? 6 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. Somebody's reminiscing about when they were rejected, neglected, when somebody could have cheated in the past and they were focusing on the 3 of Cups as opposed to the new opportunity to grow and learn their person better. And then the Emperor, the 4 of Cups and the Emperor. Look, shit, if you ain't gonna let it go, I'm gonna let you go, or vice versa. It's given, what the hell else can I do? Be better. Be more consistent. You can't possibly think that you being consistent for a week or two is going to make up for the fact that you weren't consistent for the past 5 to 10 years. Buddy. Somebody ain't got no dang on stamina in the places that it matters. Because y'all nasty. I know what y'all was thinking. Come on, their stamina good. I'm not talking about that. Talk about that. Okay, 2 of Swords, please. Which is why there's a level of confusion. 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the King of Swords. It's given, well, I'm trying to work with you, but you got your guard up. Yeah, I don't trust you. But I love you, though. But I don't trust you. Somebody don't like the hot seat. They don't like the uncertainty. They want immediate gratification. They want immediate access, and you're going to have to work for it. Just like I'm going to have to work to heal, you're going to have to work to earn my trust back. And this doesn't even have to be cheating wise. This could be, I can't trust you with my emotions. You always dismiss me because you're uncomfortable. You lack emotional intelligence. You lack comprehension. You lack the ability and the desire to even want to understand me. Ouch, motherfucker. Ouch, mofo. And so somebody has grown distant. Somebody has grown detached. Somebody's on the brink of letting go. I'm about to say, dang. Okay, that's an S. All right. Somebody's name could start with an S. It's like I got the word in my arm. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Moving slow motion for me. Slow it down. Six of Swords. There could be progress, but don't forget about that shit, that fuck shit that you did in the past. Hello? It's still on my brain. It's burned. It's seared. Every time I look at you, I'm reminded of it. Somebody is constantly regaining their composure. Clarify this Fool for my Scorpios. The Fool clarifies the Fool. Are you freaking kidding me? The Magician. Somebody doesn't want to be the Fool. They don't want to be played. They don't want to be coerced or manipulated into another fuck shit activity. The King of Wands and the Wheel. The Wheel is right here in reverse. Not the King of Wands, I'm sorry, the Knight of Wands. Player from the Himalayas. It's given, I don't want to be dragged along through your hellfire. I don't want to forgive you too soon, and then you feel like I'm okay with the bullshit, because I'm not. It's giving, either they want you to forgive them quick so they can, do you hear all this ruckus? Either they want you to forgive them quickly so that they can test your loyalty, or I lost my train of thought. Or they want you to just get over it so that they don't have to hear about it anymore, because God forbid your action caused me to be uncomfortable and now you're uncomfortable. Somebody's not comfortable with being uncomfortable, and it's some bullshit that they did. The High Priestess. Following your intuition and the Hanged Man. You're following your intuition. You're holding back because I don't want to be nobody's fool, and I definitely don't want to be in limbo anymore. I definitely don't want to be in confusion. I don't want to have to wonder what it is that you're doing, why you're doing it, who you're doing it with, blah, 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 blah. But there's also a feeling of someone needing to be brave. I want to see you be brave. Or somebody being very much so egotistical. If you are the perpetrator and you are expecting somebody to hurry up and heal so we can keep this thing. No. You disrupted my peace. If you want to stay, you're going to have to be uncomfortable in this and help me work through it. It's a choice, though. You don't got to stay around nobody that you hurt. You also can't expect them to hurry up and heal. And also, you don't have to stay around anyone that hurt you. You also can't expect them to always be... You also can't consistently inflict pain upon them simply because of what they did. You're either going to forgive them and work towards healing, or you're going to let it go. Can't be both. Yeah, well, you did. Are you going to forgive them or not? And you have to forgive them before the healing starts. I hate to say it. You can't just drag it along and keep moving the goalpost. Male or female. Man or woman. My apologies. I don't like those. Okay? We are human. Somebody could be attempting to desensitize somebody in one way, shape, or form. The Devil. Toxicity. It's giving, I don't want to be on this roller coaster anymore. Are you with me, or are you against me? Or are you simply for yourself? Please let me know so I know which way to go. And I know how to handle you accordingly. Queen of Cups on the bottom and the King of Wands on the bottom as well. This is hidden. You still have feelings for this person, but you also are actively protecting yourself. You could be saying some pretty harsh things, or you could be doing some stuff behind the scenes too. Tit for tat. Three of Cups. There is a sense of wanting to reunite here, though. You just don't want to give to a situation that is no longer given to you or isn't given to you adequately. The word karma on this card just really stood out to me. Karma. Karma. You could be dealing with this situation because in a past situation, you were doing this to someone else. Scorpios. You could be threatening to reunite with an ex or something like that. The Star. Holding out faith, holding out for faith and or hope. You have hope that you could reunite with someone. This could be this person, this could be an ex. And that could be something that you're kind of teetering towards. With this Fool here twice, did y'all hear that card? With this Fool here twice, you might be ready to, look, I can stay here or I can go back to somebody. Like, it's given like I got somebody in the chamber. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. This is the wheel. The wheel will always turn. You're either on the top, in the middle, or on the bottom. When you're on the bottom, sometimes you're reaping what you have sown. Scorpios. Okay. Clarify the Ten of Wands, please. The Hermit in reverse. Somebody's afraid of isolation. It's giving, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Can I get one more for the Ten of Wands, please? So hot in here. I turned my fan and stuff off because I just knew that little breeze from the rain was going to do me right, and it didn't. Somebody may be surprised that after the cleansing, after the release, after the space, you just don't feel good with this person anymore, and that's okay. King of Wands, but you are going to have to do something about it. You are going to have to take a certain level of action, a particular action. It's giving, I have a particular set of skills. Taken could be significant. Liam, somebody's name could be Liam. Knight of Cups. Somebody's going to have to take something into their own hands. You can't just wait it out. You're going to have to take some type of action to fix this. Due to the fact that the Fool is right here, Scorpio, y'all could have been the ones that I'm talking to. Y'all could have been the ones that was outside dibbling and dabbling with things. You feel what I'm saying? The Fool. I was a fool. I took a risk because I felt like I was on the top of the wheel at one point in time. I felt like, he said, it's like I got the world in my hands. That's why I was hearing that. Somebody thought that, oh, Scorpios, babies. Did you forget that the wheel of karma always turns? Don't treat people how you don't want to be treated. Matter of fact, don't disrupt something that could possibly flourish into something better. Because this Ten of Pentacles means abundance lost, money lost, family lost, people lost, things gone. Knight of Cups. Because somebody likes to sweet talk. Somebody likes to see if they still got it after being in a relationship for so long. Clarify this Ten of Pentacles. We started this reading off with rain and tornadoes. This is the Tower. This is the storm. My bad, y'all. There's a level of not feeling as though you deserve the best in life. There could also be a level of concern. Nice guy, too good to be true. I gotta test it. I can't give myself to you if I can't test you and make sure that you for real. We are not lab rats, people. This to you or the person that tested you. We are not lab rats. Imagine testing something and it walked the hell out the laboratory. This ain't what I came here for. I came to love you. I came to be loved. You tested me and shit. If you don't trust yourself, just say that. Because if you don't trust me before I've ever wronged you or crossed a boundary or done anything to you, you don't trust yourself. Test yourself. Y'all know in that movie, Haunted House, when he be like, show yourself to the ghost, and that motherfucker show itself. You could have been, somebody was expecting you to not be as good as you are or vice versa. So I'm going to test you. I'm going to run you through the trenches. What? Now you're like, okay, good, I can trust you. Meanwhile, this person like, get the hell away from me, you crazy baboon. Fucking lunatic, fucking mad scientist. Frankenstein could be significant. You in there concocting ideas and situations and scenarios, and you mad when I leave? I was just testing you. What is wrong with you? I don't know who this for, but I'm feeling this and I don't like it. 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles. Now you're mad that this person that upped and left because you didn't trust yourself. So you fucked some shit up. You manifested the very thing that you were afraid of. When you dwell on the possibility of something, especially if it's negative, whatever you focused on will come to fruition. Wherever your energy goes is where the energy flows, is what you will see in your life. So imagine coming up against somebody that you prayed for, and they come and you like, oh no though. What? So guess what you're doing? Mishandling the gift that was granted to you. And if you think that a person that respects themselves is going to tolerate disrespect from somebody, even if they love them, a person that respects themselves enough to get the hell out of Dodge. The hell people out here testing people for? That's crazy. Imagine y'all telling y'all story. Yeah, she cheated on me and stole my money and ran me through the mud, but it was just a test. No. Because if anything, the test is, how much can I get away with? That's what y'all don't want to say. How much can I get away with in order for you to be loyal? And then if you come back, it's like, okay, I understand you ain't like that. No. This is a test of loyalty is what it's feeling like. Remember I said, if you leave, then baby, I'll leave. If you give up, I'm going to give up. Huh? Page of Cups and the Page of Swords. What's this? Y'all on 2 different levels. 2 different levels. Queen of Swords. The King of Swords is right here. So after I done gone through all this bullshit, don't be surprised now that I'm detached. Now that my heart is locked away. I can use it if I want to, but it's only for the people who ain't testing me, who trust me, love me for me, not gonna neglect me or dismiss me or just provoke me and see how far I'll take it. You won't like me when I'm mad. Hawkhead ass. Okay? Queen of Cups. I still got love to give. Look at this. There's a level of maturity that needs to be addressed or is going to be attained. Ascertained is what I just heard. Considered. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. Page of Cups, Queen of Cups. So at the very least, this person has given you a level of maturity or has presented the opportunity for you to mature by way of how by way of your mindset, your communication skills, who and what deserves to relish in your abundant energy, relish in your love, relish in your nurturing capacity. And then when they show and prove, then comes the floodgates. Now I can love you. Ooh, my Scorpios. This is rough. King of Pentacles. When someone can look at you like this, like he values you, like they value you, I never want you to leave. And then here go the loyalty, the dog. Dogs represent loyalty. Somebody could have been behaving as a dog. And not in the best way. Or someone was testing your loyalty. How far can I throw this ball for you to go out, get it, and then bring it back to me? How much can I do? How far can I go to keep you next to me? Somebody needed to know that. As opposed to testing or exploring how best I can love you, how much I can love you. Somebody made a fuck ass decision. Page of Cups again. Somebody was very immature, behaving as a child. I wonder how far I can go. How much do you love me? How deep is your love? That's what they was doing. How deep is your love? Closing out, please, for my Scorpios. It's too much. Destruction. I didn't want it to go this far. Look, I feel like I'm always telling y'all, hello, my ponytail is doing too much. I don't always want y'all to think that I'm just like, leave your partner, da 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 da. No, leave the disrespect. I'm gonna keep preaching that. Leave the disrespect, leave the tomfoolery. Because if you think, I can't remember what her name is, but if they shenaned once, they'll shenan again. Look, single, sexy, and successful. Somebody destroyed this. They destroyed the opportunity. And now you might just be opening up the pathway to the twin flame. Somebody wanted to, remember I said, somebody wanted to keep the obstructions out of the pathway to connect to you, to keep you there. How much can I do to keep you next to me and still keep you next to me? How much are you willing to take? Force feeding. Love is the bridge between you and everything. Connection, oneness, finding your way forward. And see how I feel all the way over here? Damn near on the chariot, which is progression. This could be love of self or love of the relationship. You choose. It's all up to you. Resonation. What is planted in your soul will sprout. Plant seeds, dedication. Your work is rewarded. Okay? Okay. Somebody could have honestly made a mistake. Somebody, because Music Soul Child, he also sings, teach me how to love. Show me the way to surrender my heart. Somebody possibly needed to know that this is a safe space. Hopefully they ain't have to test you to figure that out. You know? It could have just been a test run of a relationship. Put it where it goes. Set yourself on fire and seek those who fan your flames. Did I not just say twin flame? This could be a twin flame. And if it is a twin flames are mirrors. They show you what it is that you need to work on. Runner-chaser dynamic. If you are the chaser, that means that you need to stop and love yourself in a way that you expect that runner to do. Okay? All right. Set your life on fire and seek those who fan your flames. Kindred spirits, passion, follow your heart. Interesting. Interesting. At the bottom, raise your words, not your voices. The rain grows the flowers, not thunder. Make peace, have empathy, and show kindness. So if this person comes back and you guys truly want to work on this, forgive, have grace for them. Because when you realize how often you have mishandled yourself, there is a certain level of grace that you offer to people that have also mishandled you by way of you possibly misrepresenting yourself. I love y'all so much, Scorpios. I hope this helped. If you guys have any questions for me or would like a personal, check the description box down below. And as always, stay fly, aim high, tell no lies, okay?